Now, having spoken of the causes of grace, let us now see something very beautiful. It's about the classification of grace. Well, there are so many things to consider. There are almost the first division, second division, fourth division, third division, sixth division. We have almost 6 divisions of grace. Now, the first division, remember, all these actually, we speak of these divisions in reference to the concept of grace. So if you haven't watched about the concept of grace, please watch it. As you are going to see, in the first division, Gratia Increata and Gratia creata. When we speak of Gratia Increata, which means the uncreated grace, and as you remember, in the definition of the concept of grace, we said that there is that concept that benevolent disposition of the one, that of God towards the intellectual creatures. Now, that benevolent disposition makes God himself to be the gift to mankind. God communicates himself to mankind. God communicates himself to the intellectual creatures. Now, God himself now becomes the gift to men. And by that very fact that God himself becomes the gift to men, we say, and God was not created, we say that he is the uncreated grace. Gratia Increata. So I saw far that God himself dwells in the human beings, in the intellectual creatures. He is the uncreated grace. And so far, God himself, it dwells with Christ during the incarnation. We say that he is the uncreated grace. And so far, God himself dwells in the souls of the justified. He is the uncreated grace. Now you understand now. But also we have got this issue of Gratia creata, which means the created graces. Why do we call them the created graces, the created gifts? We call them the created gifts because they have the beginning in time. You understand that ever since they have the beginning in time, therefore they are called the created graces. And now what are they? The first one, it is the hypostatic union, the beginning in time, the indwelling, and the beatific vision. All this, the indwelling, the beatific vision, all this begin in time. They are all related to the what? To the intellectual creatures, given time. For us, the longer they exist in time, so even this grace is given to them also exists in time. The indwelling of God in the souls of the justified begins in time. Then now, what I have said so far about the Gratia creata and the Gratia Increata, the difference of these two lies in the very fact that Gratia Increata, it is God himself, and Gratia creata, it is something from God, but that begins in time in the intellectual creatures. The hypostatic union, the indwelling, the beatific vision, all these begin time in the intellectual creatures, and they are called as the created graces. So that is the very first division of grace. Gratia creata and Gratia creata. Thank you for watching. May God bless you. Hope you have understood something.